Many years ago in the quiet village of Umuaga, there lived a man whose name alone made people yawn, because laziness followed him like a shadow at noon. His name was Osondu, but in the village square, people just called him the professional rester. Osondu was the kind of man who would sit all day under a tree doing absolutely nothing and still somehow look tired. He was so lazy, if you gave him 1,000,000 naira and asked him to bend down to pick it, he would negotiate a chair first. His wife, a fire-breathing hustler, a woman who carried the home like an overloaded tray on her head. She was the breadwinner, the chef, the provider, the nagger, and the only reason Osondu still had teeth in his mouth. But then, something happened. One morning, chaos broke into calm. A man, wild-eyed, barefoot, clothes torn like he'd just survived a tornado, ran into the square screaming, "Come, Oo! Come and hear what I have seen." The villagers rushed over. They gave him water, and after gulping like a camel, he told a tale that froze time. "There's a place," he said, "a village made of gold. Houses glitter, roads sparkle. Even the goats there wear gold chains. Everyone lives like kings and queens. If you enter that village, you become rich instantly. You never have to work again. The wealth of that land will carry you like a baby." The villagers laughed so hard a woman went into labor. "This one is mad." They hissed and left him standing, dust rising behind their feet. But one man stayed back. Sunday. His eyes gleamed. His heart raced. His inner demon of laziness stood up and saluted. Later that night, Osondu plotted his escape. He whispered to himself as he packed his wrapper and his wife's hidden coins. "Finally, I can leave this dragon of a woman and those hunger-stricken gremlins she calls children." At dawn, before the cock could crow twice, Osondu was gone. He told his drinking buddy to pass a message to his wife. "Tell her the Prince of Gold has relocated. She can move on with those hungry mosquitoes she gave birth to." And so, his journey began. He trekked through 7 forests, swam across rivers where fish mocked him, fought off mosquitoes that spoke French. One night, he slept under a tree and woke up floating. Rain had flooded the ground and he didn't even move. At one point, he tried to eat raw yam out of hunger, and a monkey slapped it out of his hand. That night, he cried in a puddle and asked, "Is this still Earth?" But eventually he saw it. Signpost. Faded. "Welcome to Golden Village." His eyes widened. But as he walked in, what he saw made his legs shake. The village. Abandoned. No gold. No glitter. Just dry grass and silence. A few people lay on the ground like forgotten clothes. Their faces. Me. Their eyes. Lust. He screamed, "Where is the gold?" They burst into laughter. "You too." Another one. In 10 minutes, they had locked him in a wooden cell. He sat there breathing confusion. Days later he found out. The man who told the story, madman, escaped from the village psychiatric center. He'd been arrested for telling the same story in 4 other villages. Osondu wept. For days, he cried like a faucet without a plumber. There was no money to return home, so he stayed, sweeping an empty village and eating roasted lizards. Years passed. Osondu grew old, weak, bitter. He finally found a way back to Umuaga. Skin burnt, bones dry, dreams dead. But the village had changed. His house. His wife. Married. To who? The same village prince he used to insult during gossip sessions. His children. Grown. Beautiful. Successful. One passed him on the street and gave him alms, not knowing he was their father. He fell to the ground and screamed, "Gold has finished me." Moral of the story. Not every glitter is gold. Sometimes it's just madness in a wrapper. Don't let laziness drive you into foolishness. Hustle small or na street you go sleep.